It is November 18th, and it is a Monday morning, and it is slightly overcast, but luckily not really super cold. They said it was going to get to 29 last night, but I don't think it did. I don't know. It always feels a little bit warmer in my tent, but I can tell you my water didn't freeze. My face felt a little cold, like I would sleep with my sleeping bag over my head sometimes, but for the most part, I slept really, really good. Matter of fact, I woke up at 6 this morning, and I was like, I'll just go back to sleep for 15 minutes. And I woke up, and it was 6:30. Man, I've been really, 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 really tired lately, and not a lot of energy. So, I don't know. I'm hoping my body's just going through one of those, things that goes through those cycles. So anyways, today, in like, I think 3 miles, I get down to the Thai River, which I have a subscriber who, she said she wanted to meet me there, and I don't know if she's going to hike with me or not. She kept saying she wants to hike with me, but right after that, we have the Priest. I think it's like a 3.5 mile climb. It's supposed to be brutal southbound. I remember it doing my northbound. I remember it was an endless down. So I'm just going to assume that it's an endless up going the opposite direction. So I guess if she's going to hike with me, she's going to climb that bugger. And I don't know. I wouldn't want to climb it unless I had to, that's for sure. But she's welcome to join me. And hopefully we'll have a good time hiking up it. But maybe she's just meeting me down at the bottom. She said she'll bring me coffee, so that's awesome. I think her name is Jacqueline, but I don't know if she goes by Jacqueline or Jackie. But her Instagram is, I think it's RVA Hiker Girl, something like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet her this morning. And what is it? It's 7:30 right now. I'm getting a little bit of a late start. I usually like to be on trail by now, but like I said, I don't know, man, that undercurrent, that motivation, that thing that makes you just want to stomp miles is not happening with me, and it hasn't been. And it's probably going to end up being a huge problem in the end for me, but I'm not really sure what is going on with that. Why I haven't gained that that thing, that thing that says, okay, you need to do miles, you need to do them, because it's not there. But anyways, I am just drinking my coffee, eating, and I don't know. That's the thing. Lately, I just don't know anymore about much. Oh, man. Well, anyways, I am going to finish my coffee, get packed up, and I'm going to get to hiking southbound, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I'm about halfway up this hill, almost to the Priest, well, a little bit over halfway. So far, the climb hasn't been like really grueling, it's just kind of long. But it's graded pretty good. There's a few little steep sections, but for the most part, it's just like switchbacks. It's just a long climb. I think it's like 3.5 miles. And I think I still have like just a little under 2 to go to get to the very top. So, yeah, it's a pretty long climb. So anyways, Jacqueline and Jason, they met me down by the Thai River at that parking area, excuse me. And, man, they brought me a large coffee from Hardee's. I think it was from Hardee's. They brought me a couple biscuit sausage sandwiches from Hardee's. I was able to eat one. I still don't have a huge appetite because, like I said, I was in town for 3 days. And when I'm in town, I just go to town on the food. So I'm still like pretty full and fat from town. And it's amazing. Like sometimes if I stay in town for a couple days, I'll come out pretty chubby, man. But it doesn't take long just to burn it back off. That's why I know when I get back home, man, I just gotta like get off the thru hiker diet right off the bat. But because it doesn't take long to fatten up. But anyways, they met me down there. They brought me tons of like resupply. Unfortunately, I did just resupply in Waynesboro, but I took every bit of candy they had. I just took it all. I'm like, I'll take the candy. Because last night when I was looking in my bag, I was like, man, all I really want to eat is junk food, is candy. So I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, you know what? I might just start filling my bag up with like snacks. Just stuff that I snack on. And so like at dinner time, if I need protein, like I got these little turkey Slim Jim things, but they're way better than Slim Jims. And man, they're amazing. Tons of proteins, just like eating a meal, you know, and I eat those. And this time I didn't bring Cheetos. I know, crazy. I brought those honey barbecue Frito twist things. I get those every now and then. Getting a little burnt out on the Cheetos, but I know I'll go back to them. Let me think. But anyways, yeah, man, thank you, Jacqueline and Jason. Thank you so much. And man, they were amazing. Like I hung out with them for, I don't know, over an hour easily, I would think. But man, we just talked and talked, and they asked me a bunch of questions and I answered them. And yeah, it's always amazing. And they drove 2 hours just to come out there and feed me and meet me, which blows my mind, man. Because I mean, I don't know, it's weird, you know. Last time I did this thru hike thing, like no one knew who I was, and now it's like, I'm not saying I'm like famous or anything, but you know, there's people who follow me and actually want to meet me and actually like me. And the funny thing is every time I meet someone, they're like, oh, I love your rants. And I'm like, man, everyone loves my rants. I'm going to start complaining about everything from now on. From now on, my videos are just going to be rant based. As soon as I get on camera, I'm going to be like, you know what? You know what bothers me? You know what annoys me? Blah, 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 blah. And people are going to love it, man. No, I won't do that. But, man, look at this view. This is amazing. This is the first view you come to climbing southbound up to the Priest. Pretty amazing view. Some farmland down there. The mountains back there. Freaking beautiful. Beautiful. But I still got a good ways to climb. So I better get back to climbing, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I made it to the top of the Priest. Well, I don't know, I don't even know if this mountain is called the Priest. I think it's just a shelter. Maybe it is, I don't know. But you know, that climb to get to the up to the Priest, where everyone calls it the Priest, so I'm just gonna call it the Priest. So I look back, and for some reason I was thinking it's a 3.5 mile climb. Well, it's a 4.5 mile climb from the Thai River on the bottom. So no wonder it took me so long coming up here, man. I mean, it's weird, like there's a lot in the southeast like that, those just long 4 or 5 mile climbs. I mean, the climb out of the NOC, both directions, northbound or southbound, 8 mile climb. And it's, I don't know, honestly, I think it's one of the hardest climbs on the whole AT, besides Katahdin maybe, and some climbs in the Whites. But man, look at this view. Look over there. Some cloud inversion going on. Woo, beautiful. And this is a great view. Was it worth 4.5 miles to climb? I don't know if I would just do it as a day hiker. I'm just joking. It's worth it. I have no choice as a thru hiker. But it's pretty awesome. It's definitely better than climbing all the way up here and not having a view at all, for sure. But man, it is beautiful. And it's a little chilly up here. I sweated pretty good coming up. So I should get my jacket on. I think I'm just going to chill up here and eat a little something. And then get some water when I get maybe by the pre-shelter or something. I think I remember in 2016 that water was not that good there. And that's where I got sick too. I don't know, I might skip that water and just go for the next one actually. Although I think it was food poisoning when I was in Waynesboro at the Golden Corral that got me sick. But then again, there was like 3 people who ate with me and none of them got sick. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so what is it? It's like 12:40 right now. I still am not even sure where I'm going. Like I said, around 3 o'clock I'll look and decide where I want to stop. But man, I am glad I got this climb over with though, for sure. Man, and what a rewarding view for sure. It's very nice. So nice to have these views when you get to the top. It's like, here you go. Now that you did all that, here you go. This is for you. Hey y'all, so it's a little bit after 3. I checked my gut hooks to see a good spot to head out. The Silly Woodworth shelter, I think that's what it's called. Silly Woodworth, I think that's what it's called. Of course, it's some crazy name. It is 2.8 miles from here, and I think I'm gonna definitely head for that shelter because the sky has been spitting for the last 2 hours. It was really light, but now you can actually hear it. And man, I hope it doesn't get worse. There wasn't supposed to be rain today, but I mean, I'm up in the mountains, so it's, unpredictable up here. So just because of the spit, I'm going to head for that shelter, and hopefully no one will be there and I can just ditch out in it and sleep in it. It's a small shelter, only a 6-person shelter. And I remember it from 2016. It wasn't the greatest shelter in the world, but as long as it doesn't leak, man, it'll help me get out of this rain. If it's gonna rain, I hope it doesn't, because I mean, it's chilly out and that would not be good. And I don't know, I need all my clothes I have on tonight. So yeah, so I guess I better get moving before, if it does get worse. Maybe, I hope it's just gonna be like this. But I'm gonna get moving, get on hiking, and I will get back with y'all when I get to that shelter. All right. Hey y'all, so I made it to the Silly Woodworth shelter, and this is it. As you can see behind me, it is a super small shelter. Hopefully the roof doesn't look like it leaks, so the roof actually looks like they redid the inside of the roof, or at least painted it. That's all that matters, really, because it's still not raining hard, but it's definitely drizzling, and the ground was starting to get saturated. Luckily, I didn't really film much from that last time I talked to y'all. As soon as it started drizzling, it started off as a light spit, and now, I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds, excuse me, it sounds like Rice Krispies. So it's a light drizzle, but even a light drizzle in cold weather is not good. So yeah, I guess, look at this line right here. Huh, interesting. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna duck out in this shelter. Maybe if it stops raining, I might put up my tent. I haven't checked to see if there's service yet, so there may not be service. But I really do not like sleeping in these little shelters. But I may just do it. Hopefully no one else will show up. Crossing my fingers. Oh, I thought I just heard voices. I'm just hearing stuff. Yeah, and I think the water is like 0.1 that way, so I still have to go down and get water. There was water back there. It was like 0.2 before this shelter, but I didn't want to grab it. I just was like, oh, I'll just wait till I get to the shelter and go get some. But the rain sounds like it's picking up, so I don't know. Oh well, so I'll just hang out here for a little bit and see what it does, and I will get back with y'all. All right. All right, y'all, this is my home for the night. And that is my view of the beautiful weather we're having tonight at the Sealy Woolworth shelter. Let me turn my light off. And let me get into the light a little bit. Hopefully, oh, you can see me better out here. It is still raining, as you can see, and you can see the fog totally moved in hard. 10% chance of rain today there was, and that 10% landed on the Appalachian Trail, which for you people who are planning to section hike and through hike the AT will find out, especially you through hikers. You will find out that lots of times you'll be like, wow, there's only a 10% chance of rain. But odds are that 10% chance will land right on the AT. I don't know why, it just does. So I was not expecting this, but I'm thankful. Here's why. It really didn't start raining hard until I got to the shelter, and it seemed like right when I got to the shelter, it started drizzling a lot harder. It never has been raining hard, I would say, but definitely started raining steady. Like if you were out in it, you would probably get pretty saturated within an hour. And I hiked in it for like 3 miles, and most of the time it was just spitting and never got bad. And when I would say the last mile, it was just a light drizzle. So, I mean, and the shelter was here, so I'm thankful for that, you know. I was planning on going to this camp spot that's 3 miles ahead of this. But I was like, no way. I think it's going to rain, and I think it's going to keep raining. So I stayed here in the shelter, and I'm glad I did. But here's the thing. Buena Vista is 14 miles from here. So I guess I'm going to be going into Buena Vista tomorrow, because I'll definitely make it there. And I'll have 3 videos, so I need to upload some videos. And I might as well charge my battery, because then I think I'm just going to try to go all the way to Daleville from there. So I'll just do a pit stop in Buena Vista. I don't know. Maybe do laundry, maybe not. Get a few little food things. Charge my battery, upload some videos, and then get out of there. So, yeah, so I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. It wasn't supposed to rain, but now I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Right now I'm dry. I'm in this little shelter. I need to eat. I haven't ate yet, and it's starting to get dark. So I don't think I'm going to do much more today, so I'm going to just end the video and do my thing that I do here, and I will talk with y'all in the morning. All right.